Dredge is a Lovecraftian fishing exploration game, which is a pretty overall nice experience, although the game is a bit strange. Now, naturally, because of the Lovecraftian aspect, it's going to have some strangeness, but it's mostly just due to like the overall mixture of themes of the game. On one hand, you have a really nice vibe during the day and most areas in that map, but also this lovely fish design with pleasant descriptions. The gameplay is really simple. You are a fisherman in your boat, and the fishing itself is pretty easy as long as you pay attention. I have failed plenty of them just because I was, sort of mindlessly vibing with the game. But yeah, well, you fish as well as exploring the map, which isn't too large, and that can go pretty much for like all the game. Like there really isn't a ton to it, but everything else like it just feels really well proportioned. But I wouldn't call the game barren, just enough to feel sated and just like get that itch scratch. Which I don't know, it just feels really nice. Something I guess you can enjoy. The progression of getting a better bow, which that just could be me thing, but give me like a progression system that's essentially just grinding to incrementally upgrade your boat, was incrementally the fairly substantial upgrades for the tools you get and various components, but make boat better to get more money so I can get more money to make boat better is something that always is gonna make me happy. That and like add some other feature like making my boat go faster. There are plenty of games that kind of bork like the simple single progression, so it's always nice to have just something that does it well, even if it's fairly simple. So you have the base gameplay, efficient, agreeable, but also exploration. But that sort of feeds into my next point of the weird mixture of aspects of this game. The Eldritch Lovecraftian horror, peaceful fun game with delightful soundtrack and beautiful art style with thick brushstrokes that make everything look like a painting. It's a weird combination of things, and I also wouldn't call like the Lovecraftian aspects of the game scary. It does have like horror aspects. I mean, to some people it might be. The closest I ever got to like a jump scare or anything really spooky, well, super spooky, was when a fisherman was particularly spooked and a giant sea monster rushed out of nowhere and hit my boat, then it disappeared. During night, you have this panic meter, which the more scared you are, the more stuff you see that may or may not be real, but very much can hurt you. Besides the rocks, those are real and always hurt you. With the starting light you get, you can't really see very far. It isn't much of a concern later in the game, but hitting them in like the first half of the game is gonna be a pretty common occurrence. With the Lovecraftian stuff going on, there's actually a story you can kind of read into. Again, not too in depth, but as weird things are happening, there's actually a twist that happens later. Technically, two endings, which play the game for find out yourself exactly what it is. I think you should. But yeah. Also, kind of a side note, why do the fishmonger and traveling merchant buy infected or totally other normal fish? In fact, the aberrations actually will sell for more for some reason, despite being that. But whatever. The basic gameplay is basic, but pretty much a nice passive brain candy thing to enjoy. The art style and soundtrack is great and really complements the game. Overall, I got a little over 10 hours out of the game and could have gotten way more if I was like the completionist type, as well as still being plenty of fish to get that I have not. Some side quest stuff I haven't messed with quite yet. I do like the use $1 for gameplay, like the each hour being $1. Although in some cases that isn't really fair. I do think that for $25, it's a little steep for a price, but you could definitely get your money's worth out of it if you really did like every little thing you could do. And I also got it on sale for 17 if I recall, but even for 25 the experience felt worthwhile. And I am also an avid large player, which owns all the DLC, so things costing a little more than maybe they should is nothing I should really complain about. If anything I said seems interesting to you, then I recommend playing this game. Probably picking it up on sale. And yeah, hopefully you found this review helpful, and coherent. And bye.